Hello, hello, hello. We are on YouTube. So, usually I go Mondays and Thursdays live at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thought I'd do something different. I thought of this last week and then regretted not just going ahead with it because I hadn't really prepared to go online. Kind of had the same thing happen to me today. Um, and I thought, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try it out. So, if please share and like. My name is Dory with Prairie Scraps, and I'm here on YouTube and Facebook. And of course, this is my small business, and I appreciate any support you can give. Just even just going on and commenting, and if you have some crafty friends, share it with them. I would love to have you share it. Today is Tuesday, and I thought I would do something different. Usually, I'm on Mondays and Thursdays, like I said, and I've been trying to do Thursdays being a thrifty Thursdays, and I thought as long as we're coming up with a theme, sorry for the noise, that's kind of annoying. Let's do T-shirt Tuesdays. I have all these T-shirts I need to make, and I would like to get them done. So the next sale I do, which I don't know, I'm debating about going to the we have a local farmers market, and they let you take handmade things to it. And then also, I've been doing I did the Border Days art in the park as well here in my hometown, and I'm thinking about doing the farmers market. But I did it once, and I know you shouldn't always just try things once. If you're a crafter and you've done farmers markets, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I really um uh, I really did not have a very good I didn't sell anything. I shouldn't say I didn't sell anything. A friend of mine who saw that I was on Facebook stopped in, bought something, and left. And that was the only sale I made. And I watched the lady across the way with flowers, bouquets of flowers. She made a killing. She didn't even have them ready. She just like came in with a bucket of flowers and stood there and like put them all in bunches and sold the bunches for um $20 a bunch and sold out like in no time. And so I don't know if it's just because people here are wanting a farmer's market where it's all fresh, or if it's they didn't like my things. But at Border Days, I don't have the same experience. So same town, same place, in fact. So anyway, I've been contemplating going ahead and doing it again, but maybe just doing smaller scale and having a few things that I made there, and then include some of my gardening items. Like I do have a lot of perennials, and I like to pop them up and things like that. So anyway, we're going to do a t-shirt, Tuesday t-shirt, and I was planning on using this. Oh, I forgot to turn you around. Shame on me. All that time I was sitting waiting for the computer, I could have been setting things up. I knew I was forgetting something. All right, let's get you turned around so you can see it. There you go. It says, I've got a big heart, but this mouth. Any of you have a big mouth? If you do, raise your hand. I would love to hear it. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Because, I can't help it. So anyway, I thought this would be a cute t-shirt to make. And I love making t-shirts. I'll be really honest. I'm just using, if you would like this, I always forget what it's called. Guide. It's a guide, t-shirt guide. Just put guide down below and I'll get you a link to where I bought it. I don't get any sort of kickback or anything, but I want to just provide you, I found what works. It was like around $4 for 4 of them. There's all kinds of sizes, but I like to use it to kind of center my t-shirts. I don't exactly usually put them in the middle, but I do like to get them sort of centered. So this is one of our newer transfers. When you see this black sticker on one of our transfers, what that's telling you is that this little line right here where the copyright is, if you put anything through that, it's going to go on to your thing. So most people don't we don't really like to have I might be busted. My husband might be home. I don't know why. Anyway, um, that just watch for that. Don't put anything like chalk or paste or ink through there because that will show through. And it's not really, you don't really want it, especially ink. You don't want it on your t-shirt. So anyway, I like to use the this little doohickey, whatever it's called. I'm not very official in names. If you've been watching me for any amount of time. Oh, and then the one thing we want to do with the new ones is go ahead and put an X on the back so we can tell where the back is, because it's a mess if you put it on the wrong side when you put it back. These transfers just wash in water, and then you want to lay them with the sticky side up to dry for a little while, and then go ahead and stick it on. But we're going to go ahead and do this t-shirt. This is a Gildan t-shirt I got at one of the big craft stores, and to find the middle for the t-shirt, this is my unofficial way of doing it. I'm going to fold it in half. It's on there halfway. You don't have to do any sort of work to figure out where it is. And I always just go ahead, line it up with the back of this white thing, this measure, and I do eyeballing. Some of it eyeballing, some of it, I don't know why it seems like it's to one side. Sometimes t-shirts aren't made correctly, I've noticed. So I'm going to just take this off and measure. I'm actually going to measure. So that comes to the halfway mark. Where did I go? It is about the same, actually. It's just deceiving to my eyes. So I like to put this on here because this tells me I'll put it in about the center, and then I'll line up that little full mark on there. So I got it in the center, and I just put it on the top of there, and it makes good placement for the t-shirt. So I'm always kind of worried about putting it in the wrong place or putting it sideways or something. That being said, we found some cheap t-shirts in Las Vegas when we went for spring break. Ooh, this is shady here. And we found this cheap t-shirt place. I can't remember. It was something like I don't know, 3 for $10 or something. So it's about $3 a piece. And they were all really good. Actually, oh no, this isn't it. Mine was really nice, and we didn't notice, but Bethany's t-shirt has what it says on the front, which is why she chose it. But then there's this little like vinyl up here. It's not even vinyl. I don't even know what it is. It's heat pressed in there up here and one down here, and they look like stickers. And I think when we looked at it, we all kind of thought it was a sticker. So we didn't think twice about it. We just figured, oh, it'll come off, right? Well, they don't come off. They're permanently on there. And there's 2 of them, one up here and one down here. They're in odd places. I was thinking this Marvelous would look beautiful. This is kind of a green, hunter green. It's a large t-shirt. So if you're interested in it, let me know. I will be selling these for sure. And I'm more than willing to ship them out to you if that's something you want. But I was thinking about doing the whole thing in Marvelous because I think that will look pretty on this kind of army green color. But then I think I'm going to do heart in red. What do you think about that? Love to hear what you have to say about that. So anyway, that was, I might start with the candy apple red first, actually, on the heart part, so I don't go over. So we're just going to use that. Ink is permanent. You want to have some wipes ready and ready to go when you're doing this. Whoops, sorry. I'll put you down so you can see my project. I've got that all centered on there. And I've already got some on my hand. And you always want to be checking your fingers to make sure you don't have ink on them. It's just a mess when you do ink. All right, so I'm just going to do heart very carefully here with the little squeegee. T-shirts are so nice and easy. I love getting inspired by other crafters. I was watching a crafter do some vinyl, and I was like, I do not have the patience for all the weeding and picking and putting it on a transfer and then transferring it and getting it stuck down. And then I think something came up again. So I was like, oh my goodness. This is like on occasion we make a little mistake and we're upset about it, but it's nothing like having to like go around and pick things and put it back on. It's so easy peasy. There is, wherever you see whiteness, it's a transfer. It is a silk transfer. So there's silk fabric in there. And I'm just trying to get this all the way out to the edges of these letters. Ink is so forgiving for time. You don't have to like hurry. You don't have to hurry to get it done, before it dries. Chalk paste, when you do the chalk paste, you want to kind of hurry it along and not take your time, because if it dries in the transfer, it'll come up with the transfer. But for whatever reason, that's not the case with ink. I think ink is a great first time project to try. So I'm going to set that aside. And so I don't need to even lift this to see if I'm just going to leave it aside and hope that we got all the edges. I can see I went a little bit over, but into the butt. I think it'll be okay. So anyway, this Marvelous. Use this. It's looking like it needs to maybe be cleaned up a little bit. I'm going to do the top so I don't stick my hand in it. And I'm just squeegeeing it across, making sure I get all the areas filled with the ink. And it will soak in. So you can wash and dry this all you want. It's not going to come off. We have some t-shirts that are a couple years old that we've had in the washer and the dryer. My husband wears it. Like, in fact, I think he's worn out the t-shirt before we've worn out the ink, for sure. The ink looks like day one, I promise you. But the t-shirt, now that's another story. We are stain people. I don't know about you guys, but we all spill. We are very messy people that way. I don't know. And it's almost like the more you talk about it, the more we stain things. Is that a thing? When I was a kid, my mom would always be like, "Don't spill on yourself." She'd say that all the time. And then I would spill. And then she made a big deal out of it. And so then it just seemed to be like a never-ending cycle. I was always spilling on myself. I didn't mean to, but it seemed like the more she talked about it, which she did all the time, she still does it as an adult. If you didn't see, I did put our ink mat in here so that it sticks to the ink mat. And it's nice because it keeps your t-shirt fabric nice and flat and easy, easy to squeegee across. And you can see that the only place I'm really leaving this ink on spots, and then you can pretty much put everything back to use for later. So it has very little use above and beyond what you use in this transfer. So I'm going to go in, I think, a little bit with one of my tools and make sure I get these little spots. But I am loving this. If you would like the materials for this project, if you would like to purchase these materials, I don't know why, but lately I go, comment to get the shopping list or the shopping link for this, and people, I don't know. I've had a person or two say they didn't know they had to buy it. And I'm thinking, why am I giving out art supplies for free, right? I don't know. All right, so right around this red, I was really cautious, and so I didn't get it on there. Very good on the T. So I want to make sure I get the tops of these letters really good. So just comment mouth if you would like me to send you a link for all the supplies to make this. And it is a purchasing link. It supports my business. It's my small business. I'm a chalk couture designer. I love it. If you are crafty and would like more information about getting your craft supplies at cost and maybe making a little extra money, just go ahead and comment kit and I will let you know about it. No obligation whatsoever. We also have a monthly craft project that comes in the mail. So if you are interested in that, put club. We have a craft club every month. So fun. This month is a farmhouse design. It's got a A pig and a chicken. All right, I think I got all the places. I think this is cute. And again, if you are interested in this, either message me or, contact me if you are interested in this t-shirt. It is a large size, or if you're interested in me making you one, I'm going to just wipe this off. And before we peel to reveal on this, it is the best part, peeling to reveal. I'm going to double check that I don't have any ink on my fingers because, like I said, the ink is permanent. What I will do is I will let this dry on the shirt for 24 hours. And then I will come back with a piece of parchment paper and an hot iron for a few minutes and go over it with the parchment paper to heat set it. Oh, cute, cute. I think it's really cute. I've got a big heart, but this mouth. Anybody else have mouths that get you in trouble? I'd love to hear about it. Oy, oy. Okay, so I'm just going to stick this back on the backing. And like I said, I put a little mark on there so I know which is which. And then I'm going to take it in. I'm going to wash it with just plain water. It's reusable 8 to 12 times, just depending on how well you use it, right? And take care of it. I'm going to put this little gadget aside so I have it for next time. And there we go. It's so cute, so easy, so quick. You can make your own t-shirts. Think how fun that is to make your own t-shirts. Isn't it cute? I love it. It's a large size, adult large. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. And be sure to do all the things, share the love for me. And we will see you soon. Have a great evening. Have a very blessed evening and keep on crafting.